Hello everyone, thank you for joining us today for the 2023 Premier's Awards for Indigenous Youth Excellence in Sport. I'm Julie Nolin, a producer and reporter for Global BC. It's my honor to host these awards for the second year in a row. As a proud Métis and Cree mom of two sons, I'm deeply inspired by the provincial recipients we're here to celebrate. You'll see we're here at the Indigenous Sport Gallery inside the BC Sports Hall of Fame, located in the ancestral territories of the Coast Salish peoples. I want to thank the Squamish, Musqueam, and Tsleil-Waututh nations for the opportunity to host this celebration in their shared territories. These awards are brought to you by SPARC, the Indigenous Sport, Physical Activity and Recreation Council. This year's recipients excel in performance sport and are all committed to their education, culture, and promoting healthy and active lifestyles. These powerful athletes lead their teammates on the field, so it's not surprising to see them lead positive change in their communities too. And today we get to know their personal stories. You'll see these are stories of resilience and courage, even in the face of tremendous challenges. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce SPARC Elder and Senior Advisor Alec Nelson, who will open the show with a traditional welcome, as he's generously done year after year. After that, we'll hear an opening prayer from Métis Elder Noni Nault.
Mishn gila kasla ki lako, gila kasla wala skigemek nala kinas. Mishn gila kasla la Kwana nation, kas we nagwish kinas lachos. Mishn gila kasla SPARC kas studachos gyukti yachos, gachigens ichas lachot nala, o gila kasla ki. Mins gachens ichas lachada. So with this we want to celebrate your accomplishments and who you are. And I just want to say to the pride that you bring to your family, your community is so much there and needed. And so with this, I just want to say your family awaits you, your communities await you, and the world awaits you. Aqila Keshla, and congratulations for your accomplishments. Thank you.
I am really honored once again to speak to the Indigenous athletes, and particular at this time to the Premier Awards winners. I would like to also congratulate them all who took part, and recognize that I realize they're all examples to their families, their communities, and to their friends. And I also wish them success for this school year and in the future. You've done a brave and courageous thing to have done, and you should be very proud, whether you've won this time or not, but you already came here to be chosen. I really think you should feel wonderful about yourselves because you're doing great work. The spirit helpers of all the directions, grandfathers and grandmothers. I ask that you watch over all these young people and for the adults who see their work and their competition, and I appreciate being part of it. And thank you very much. Homie Greats Crater, Homie Greats, all my relations.
Thank you, Alec and Noni. We're honored you could join today's celebration. The Premier's Awards were created through the close partnership between SPARC and the province of BC and their shared commitment to reconciliation. Each year, these impressive provincial recipients are showcased here at the Hall of Fame. You can see last year's athletes behind me, and they're in great company, sharing the spotlight with a long history of notable Indigenous athletes. And now you can learn about that legacy from anywhere. Thanks to partners like SPARC and the BC government, the Hall of Fame has built a digital Indigenous sport gallery. This is on top of the 1,500 square feet of permanent exhibits here, recognizing Indigenous contributions to sport. You can take a 360-degree tour of the gallery online and see over a dozen extra videos of athletes and honorees, an interactive timeline, map, and illustrations from Tsleil-Waututh artist Olivia George. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, SPARC Board President Corinne McKay.
McKay. I'm the president of SPARC. I am really excited to be with you today to acknowledge and celebrate the achievements you've had as one of 10 recipients of the Premier's Award. We're excited for the opportunities and potential that this award presents to you, and we know that you're in this elite group of athletes because of the work that you've done, not only physically, but also in your sport of choice and in the leadership potential that you have. We are optimistic with all of our athletes that the athletes will go on to bigger and better and more positive opportunities. So we're really excited for you. We wish you the best and stay safe. Congratulations.
Thank you, Corinne, for your thoughtful words. Looking around in the Indigenous Sport Gallery, I'm struck by the stories of these athletes who paved the way for our recipients, not to mention coaches and dozens of supporters who all came together to build the legacy of Indigenous achievement commemorated here, a legacy that hasn't always been recognized the way it should be. That's why it's the most extensive gallery here at the Hall and in its history, and now it's accessible to everyone online. I urge you to explore the digital gallery. The footage and artifacts help show what a major impact Indigenous groups had and continue to have on sport. Today's recipients are already making a big impact at such a young age, carrying on that torch in the face of their own unique challenges. Before we get into their inspiring stories, we have special messages from BC Premier David Eby and the Honourable Lana Popham, Minister of Tourism, Arts, Culture and Sport.
David Eby here. I'm speaking to you from the territory of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh people. A big congratulations to the 10 people who are receiving a Premier's Award for Indigenous Youth in Sports. We all know what happens on the playing field is the result of a lot of hard work, of dedication, of practice, and of sacrifice. You're being recognized tonight for your commitment to your education and to your culture. You're also promoting a healthy and active lifestyle among young people generally, so thank you for all of that. As athletes, you know how sports can build a culture of accomplishment. You know success depends on teammates and on working with your coaches. You also know how important it is to have the support of your family, your friends, and your community. I know your success in sports is going to carry over to other parts of your life. You're the leaders of tomorrow. And I know you've only just begun to make your mark. So congratulations once again. You've really earned this honor. I'm proud of you all. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lana Popham. I'm the Minister of Tourism, Arts, Culture and Sport. I'm speaking to you today from the territory of the Lekwungen people, known today as the Songhees and Esquimalt nations. Congratulations to all the finalists of this year's Premier's Awards for Indigenous Youth Excellence in Sport. This is an outstanding achievement. Your hard work, determination, and commitment has resulted in this well-deserved recognition. You are a source of pride for people in your community and all of British Columbia. And we are honored to celebrate your accomplishments, not only in sport, but also in school and community leadership. The Premier's Awards are an important aspect of our government's commitment to meaningful reconciliation, and our government is proud to support these awards through SPARC. SPARC does excellent work to increase opportunities for Indigenous youth in the province. Your accomplishments are raising the profile of Indigenous sport in BC and inspiring the next generation of athletes and leaders. I wish you continued success. I know your future is bright. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you both for joining us today. I see exhibits featuring athletes like Tom Longboat, Angela Chalmers, Terry Fox, Carey Price, Richard Peter, and Alec Nelson, who we saw earlier in the show, and it's clear how determined they were to keep going no matter what obstacles came their way. They made an indelible mark on their communities, the province, the country, and maybe most notably on a new group of emerging athletes. Today's recipients are all united by the same passion for sport and their resolve to triumph. They're making a difference not only on their teams, but also in their schools and communities. It's time to finally meet the 2023 Premier's Awards provincial recipients, 10 Indigenous youth who are dedicated to sport, education, and culture. You'll soon be seeing them in galleries like this, breaking records and carrying on this rich legacy of Indigenous achievement. Meadow led her lacrosse team to bronze at nationals and is captain of her Penticton minor team. On top of being a talent on the field, she's also a generous volunteer in her community. She helps a team of younger players and mentors Indigenous students at UBCO through the Indigenous Center. True to her name, she also looks after a community garden. She's passionate about maintaining traditional foods. Driven by her love for her culture, she fancy dances at powwows and hopes to mentor Indigenous kids on the lacrosse field one day. Meadow Arcand-Squakin.
Why Haskahol, Insha Syilx nach Nehiyaw, Kinto Simpictin, Can Limp Tapana to me, Timhulau now Syilx. Good day. My name is Meadow Arcand-Squakin, and I'm grateful to be a provincial recipient of this award. And I'd like to thank all those beings and the land and the waterways for all of their support and ongoing support to make all of this possible. Kinlimpt. Thank you.
Ben has excelled with the Victoria Cougars in the Vancouver Island Junior Hockey League, an elite league scouted by leading universities. And this talented athlete's no exception. He's actively being recruited by NCAA programs. As the top forward and scoring leader on his team, Ben's dominance on the ice is undisputed. On top of being captain many times in his career, Ben also gives back while juggling hockey and his UVic classes. With a long history of volunteering to help younger players, now he's assistant coach at the Pacific Coast Hockey Academy, a rare feat for a young athlete. Ben Brant.
Hello, my traditional name Dehakonis, my English name is Ben Brant, and I live in Victoria, BC in the traditional territories of the Lekwungen peoples. I'm very honored to have been selected as recipient of Provincial Award for the 2023 Premier's Award for Indigenous Youth Excellence in Sport. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all the other recipients for their amazing achievements. I'm extremely grateful to my parents for their endless support and constant encouragement, which has fueled my passion for hockey. I would also like to thank all of my coaches and the incredible players I had the opportunity to play with and learn from. Receiving this award is truly meaningful, and I cannot express how deeply honored I am and proud of my Mohawk ancestry. I'm very thankful for this recognition, and I'm committed to continuing my journey of learning about my ancestry and honor my ancestors through my commitment to the sport.
Tymeko's commitment to sport has earned her awards on and off the court. She was named Female Athlete of the Year at school and Haida Student of the Year. As captain of her basketball team, she supports her teammates beyond plays. She helps raise money so they can travel to games. That dedication is how she led Team BC to silver in beach volleyball. She's also dedicated to her culture, performing with a Haida dance group since she was 4. Tymeko hopes to join a team at university and become a teacher, inspiring others back in Haida Gwaii. Tymeko Collinson.
Singaila, Haida Gala Isis, Adi Dahulang Koya Isis, Ahaya di Haida Gus, Adi Gudinayuanga. Ad Dalang Stings Dalang, Waduchan, Gao Hulkilaga. Good day, good people, and my precious friends. Today I am feeling very proud to be Haida. Thank you all for being here. My name is Tymeko Collinson. I'm from Haida Gwaii, Skidegate. I'm honored to be selected as a Provincial Premier Award recipient. I'm grateful to my coaches who motivated me to work hard. Appreciation to SPARC and my family. Congratulations to the other recipients.
Nicholas's three-point record's one of the best in the league, but he's more than a strong shooting guard. He was named Teammate of the Year for Langara. He's proud to have competed twice at the Indigenous Games, winning gold the second time. He recently went as a coach, uplifting other Indigenous athletes. Inspired by his grandfather who taught him Métis values, he plans to use his computer programming skills to give back to his nation through accessible educational content. Nicholas hopes to be a certified coach and mentor a new generation of athletes at the next Indigenous Games. Nicholas Lafontaine.
I'm extremely proud and grateful to be selected. There's been so many people that helped me along my journey, and I would just like to say big thanks to all of them. My friends, my family, players, and coaches. Thanks, everyone.
Connor's a powerhouse for the UNBC soccer team. He led them to third in their division, making the playoffs for the second time in history, and was second in goals and points. As fierce as he is on the field, he's laser-focused when it comes to his studies too. Connor received an academic All-Canadian award. He also gives back as an Indigenous education worker, running events with local elders. As a liaison for UNBC's planning department, Connor advocates for Indigenous planning methods, creating safe spaces for Indigenous students. Connor Lewis.
Hi there, my name is Connor Lewis. I'm from Prince George, BC, located on the ancestral lands of the Gitxsan First Nations. I would like to express my sincere gratitude in being honored as one of the provincial recipients for the Premier's Awards for Indigenous Youth Excellence in Sport. It is a tremendous honor to be recognized with this award, and I would like to thank the Métis Nation of British Columbia, the UNBC and Prince George community, as well as my family and friends for their ongoing support to allow me to succeed on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. I would also like to acknowledge and congratulate all the regional and provincial recipients of this great award. Thank you.
Danica's been on the ice since she was only a year and a half. Now she's earned a long list of awards, including Best Defender at the North American Female Elite Showcase. On top of clinching gold at the Canada Games, she led her team in points at the Indigenous Games, leading them to 4th place. Danica is an exceptional student with the highest GPA on her Okanagan Academy team. She's proud of her heritage and was honored with a purple sash by the Métis office in Ottawa, already a role model for her peers. Danica Maynard.
Tenshi, hello. I'm Danica Maynard and I'm thrilled to be here today representing the Métis Nation of British Columbia. Receiving the 2023 Premier's Award for Indigenous Youth Excellence in Sports is truly amazing. First, I want to acknowledge that I live, train, and play on the unceded territory of the Syilx Okanagan Nation. To all the nominees and winners, congratulations. It's an honor to share this moment with you. I owe a huge thank you to my family, coaches, and mentors. They have been my biggest supporters and have helped me throughout the highs and lows. And to my teammates, your friendship and support have made every challenge easy. As an Indigenous athlete, I carry with me the hopes and dreams of my community. Hockey isn't just a game, it's my passion. And receiving this award is a wonderful recognition of the countless hours of hard work and dedication I put into hockey. Again, thank you for this award. Merci.
Alexandra had teammates 5 years her senior when she started out as a goalie, but that didn't deter her. She led her team to bronze her first time at the National Aboriginal Championship and had a shutout the second year there. Alexandra landed a scholarship to Shawnigan Lake School, recognized for her success on the ice and in her studies. She's also leading change on her school's Native Council. She's designing a space where Indigenous students can meet and support each other. Always looking to uplift others, Alexandra hopes to be a doctor one day. Alexandra Nelson.
Squirrel. I'm honored to accept this year's Premier's Award for Indigenous Youth Excellence in Sport. There have been so many people along my journey who have supported me. I'd like to highlight a few. Firstly, I'd like to thank Rick Bryan and the entire SPARC team, as well as Daryl Stanwin and Savannah Smith, who have been my SPARC Team BC hockey and lacrosse coaches. I would also like to thank all the coaches I've had over the years, more specifically, Carly Haygood from Shawnigan Lake. I would like to thank all the goalie coaches that I've had who are the best in the business. James Gardner from Shawnigan Lake, Lyndon Sammartino from the goalie group, Nolin Kercheba from Tech Mob, and finally, Perry Edelson from Golden the Net. As I embark on this new chapter, I'm hanging up the pads and attending UBC in the fall. I would like to thank all my competitors and teammates who will always have my respect and friendship. I would also like to thank Sinemo, Kwame Lalem, and my family who have supported me over the years. Finally, congratulations to all the other recipients. I'm honored to be part of this exceptional group of warriors. Hi, Sepka.
Grant's not only a leader on the scoreboard named MVP at the Aboriginal Hockey Championships, but he was also voted captain of Team BC and the Yale Prep team. His stellar performance on the ice landed him a spot on the Victoria Royals and a WHL scholarship, a dream Grant made happen after years of hard work. An honor roll student, he hopes to be the first in his family to earn his degree. He credits his grandfather, a residential school survivor, for teaching him about his ancestry. Grant hopes more attention is paid to Indigenous history, especially first-hand accounts like his grandfather's. Grant Reid.
Hi, my name is Grant Reid. First, I would like to say congratulations to all my fellow recipients of this award. I would like to say I'm extremely humbled to be selected to receive this award, along with being amongst this group of young, elite Indigenous youth athletes. I would like to thank my parents, family, friends, teammates, and coaches for all their support along the way. I wouldn't be here without them. Lastly, I want to thank SPARC for all their time and commitment put into this award, along with all the work they do for youth Indigenous sport in BC, as hockey is very important to me.
For Cheyenne, training for countless hours in the softball off-season's a no-brainer. She loves the game. Her passion earned her a spot on UBCO's Heat team and a BC Athletic Award in her first year. She led her team to the semifinals at Nationals on top of helping Team BC win bronze at the Indigenous Games. There she was inspired to learn more about her culture. Cheyenne's a leader in the community. As the only female coach in her baseball association, she's paving the way for what's sure to be an inspiring career as an athletic trainer. Cheyenne Simicak.
Hi, my name is Cheyenne, and I would like to take a second here from Vienna to thank you for choosing me as a provincial recipient of this award. I'm very grateful and honored, and I would also like to congratulate the rest of the athletes. Thank you.
Nothing can shake Lincoln's commitment to lacrosse. Not only did he lead Team BC to silver at Box Nationals, he was also named tournament leader and all-star. Even when the pandemic slowed things down, he pivoted and got certified as a lacrosse coach before turning 14. On top of mentoring a team of kids and box refereeing, Lincoln volunteers with Fusion Spirit Foundation, bringing attention to the traditional sport. He hopes to land a scholarship to play at university and eventually help make lacrosse accessible to all Indigenous athletes. Lincoln Wall.
I would like to congratulate all British Columbian athletes who worked hard to compete this season and encourage those who are still competing and are awaiting their next season to begin. to continue to work hard, train hard, and show up every day. I would like to thank my elementary school best friend, Brett Visinton, for introducing me to lacrosse at the age of 8, and my hometown association, the Poco Saints. I would also like to thank the lacrosse coaches that have invested in my development and love of the game, notably my first lacrosse coach, Trevor Howell, my current bench and coaching staff of the Poco Junior A Saints, Travis and Jeff Cornwall, Ian Patterson, and Kevin Shoemaker, Tyler Pace, my mentor and pro caliber lacrosse coach, for guiding me through my recruiting process, all of the Team BC coaches I've had the privilege of training under for the past 5 years, especially Mitch Cavallarian, Ty Yanko, Jason Goller, and Rob Williams. To my past and present teammates, thank you. Thank you for pushing me each and every day. Show up and be better. To my NAG teammates and coaches, I'm so grateful to have had that experience with you. To the Poco Saints players I've had the privilege of coaching for the past 2 years, thank you for looking up to me and allowing me to share my love of the game of lacrosse with you. Being included in the Indigenous Sports Gallery within the BC Sports Hall of Fame is the pinnacle of my sports journey to date. My accolades reflect not just my efforts, but also the support of my family, teammates, coaches, sponsors, and fans. Thank you to SPARC and the province of British Columbia for this great honor. Merci.
Wow, I've been lucky enough to hear many powerful stories as a journalist, and I'm blown away by these young athletes. They're all future leaders and change makers. Their many successes are also a testament to their families, coaches, and community members who bolster them on and off the field. It's why organizations like SPARC are so important, giving life-changing opportunities to young athletes. On behalf of SPARC and the province of BC, congratulations to all the recipients. It's an honor to watch you flourish. Thank you for making the future look so bright. SPARC would like to thank the BC Sports Hall of Fame for hosting us in this amazing venue each year. I highly recommend making the trip here or taking the tour online. You can even scan this QR code to see Indigenous history and culture celebrated on these walls. As an Indigenous storyteller, it's a stirring display honoring athletes, coaches, and volunteers who permanently change the world of sport for the better. SPARC would like to give a special thank you to its partners for their generous support, including the province of British Columbia, First Nations Health Authority, Métis Nation BC, and the BC Association of Aboriginal Friendship Centres. Thanks for joining us to celebrate these exceptional young people. Well done, all of you. Please visit isparc.ca for more information on the Premier's Awards and the sport and healthy living programs SPARC delivers throughout BC. We hope to see you next year. Thanks, everyone.